Hi everybody, how are you? Let me just get the chat up and I can say hi. Never works until I go live. I can never get it straight up. It's really annoying. Right. Hi Patricia, hi Debbie, hi Joan, hi Chris, hi Jill, hi Melanie. Hi everybody, how is everyone? Right, I need to adjust my camera a bit again. Every time I set it where it should be and then it just moves. I think it's just the way it is. Did I say hi Sherry? Hi Cheryl? Hi Joe? Hi Joe? Two Joes. Hi Joy. I said hello. I think I'm sorry if I've missed anybody. It's hard to decide who I said hello to and not. So I was just drinking my coffee. I need it this morning. I think I've forgotten how to sleep. Hi Simmer. Hi Sylvia. Right, sorry, I haven't got clean water this morning. Oops, forgot that one. Right, today I'm painting hydrangeas. This is, excuse my nails, I've got spray paint all over them and paint all up my arm. Still, yeah, and a burn there. I burnt myself on an incense stick and then I wondered what I'd done. Silly. Hi Debbie, did I say no? Right, what was I saying? Yeah, my dog is going crazy this morning, so if you can hear him. You can hear him, yeah. He's been running around the garden like a crazy fool, barking away. I've been chasing him around the garden this morning at 5 o'clock. It's not brilliant. And he's still barking. He needs a chill pill, I think. Or a very long walk, but I can't take him out for walks always. What was I saying? Like this. Morning, Stephen. Morning, Denise. I keep saying hello to everybody. I'm going to just end up just chatting and not doing anything. I haven't got many sheets left of this. I think there's 1, 2. Woohoo! Yeah, 2 sheets. This is a £114 cold press gummed block from Jackson Art Supplies. I've just squeezed out a few colours here that I'm going to use for this. I've got cobalt turquoise and cobalt violet, which is my favourite colours, but it's a bit tricky to work with. They're from Winsor & Newton. Most colours in here Winsor & Newton, except for a few greens and darker colours that granulate here. And that's a Mission colour, and that's a Van Gogh colour. These are all Mission gold paints here. And the brush I'm going to use today, I've got my theme landscape today. It's different for it's hi Patricia. Did I say hello Patricia? I don't know who I've said hello to and who I haven't. Hi Gems. So if I miss anybody, this is a Princeton Neptune brush. I have got another brush that I was watching a video of me painting and I had a nice new brush and now I don't know where it's gone. It's a nice size one like this. But this is a Princeton Neptune brush number 18 and I'll probably be using a Sea White number 10 round brush. Did I say hello Helen? Hello Joan? I don't know who I said hello to. And I might even use my Wibbly Wobbly sword brush, which is a small by Pro Art. So I might be using that. And then I've got various watercolour pencils in blue hues and purplies because I'm trying to do a blue hyacinth. And I've got a bit of bleach here. I'll probably get to use that, maybe. and some blotting paper and some, I need to get a new bit of kitchen paper. I just chuck it everywhere. So, yeah. I'm very messy, by the way, if you hadn't already gathered. Right. It's going to be a really wet, loose painting, and I hate painting these. It's one of my nemesis to paint, what do you call it? Multi-headed flower stems. But I'm challenging myself, and maybe I'm feeling a bit brave today, I don't know. But what I'm going for is a big head here, and another little head here, and then a background. So it's going to be like a proper full-on painting, I think. And if you're new to here, hi everyone, come say hi in the chat. And if you want to ask me a question directly, please do it in capitals, because the chat goes quite quickly, because we're all crazy chatty people here. And if you do it in capitals, I'm more likely to see it. But I've got my spanner people here, well, one spanner person here this morning, who can also remind me if I haven't answered a question. And they put links up and stuff for me. Thank you to my spanner people, they're wonderful. Right, I'm just going to start off by wetting the paper with clean water. It's quite clean really. And then I'm going to just slap some blue in. This is the Mission Cobalt Blue. I forgot to say what that one is there. You can see me mixing it, and I'm going to mix it with a bit of that. It's not cobalt. What is it? Someone tell me, what's the other blue that begins with C? Is it cobalt? It might be cobalt, I don't know. I'm just going to slap on some colour just to get something going. I use loads of water, by the way. And sometimes people get a bit frightened by the amount I use. And I'm going to stick in some of that Naples yellow as well, which is the red shade, which is quite fleshy colour. I've got it here as well, just to add some interest maybe, or like just make it look disgusting, one or the other, just to try. Just slap on loads of water. I don't want it to dry, I want it to stay really wet, because then I'm going to come in and do some negative painting. Well, that's I just start off with an idea in my head, and then it doesn't always work like that. Cerulean blue, yeah, that's the one. I'm so good at remembering names of things. Let's put a bit of, this is sap green here, and this is just the really cheap sap green from the student one, quality one. Oh, have I got it here? Yeah, this. Might stick a bit more there. Winsor Newton Cotton sap green. I do like it. It is a bit chalky. If you get the artist one, it's not as chalky. You know what I mean? It obviously hasn't got as many binders in it. It's got more pigment, but that does. I've got a tube of it, so I'm using it up. It's going to be greenery here more than anything, so I'm adding a bit of green just to stick that in. I'm adding some cobalt violet. The cobalt violet can go a bit muddy, so you have to be careful with that. I've got some clear bright violet as well from Mission, which is there, which I'll be mixing with it. So I'm hoping, I'm just sort of, they're going to be that, they're that sort of a bluey purple hydrangeas, aren't they, the blue ones, and they have, so I'm just doing this at the minute. And remember, I'm just getting the shape of the flowers in. Remember, watercolour dries lighter, which catches some people out. They end up with a real pale painting when they think they've done something. Yeah, the Cotman, a cheaper brand of Winsor & Newton, and they don't have as much pigment in them. They have more binder, which sometimes makes them quite chalky, and then you often get more of a muddy look to your paintings. The more pigment in a paint, the trying to say it makes sense. The more pigment in a paint, the less chalky your painting would be, because the colours will be there. I'm just going to add some salt for some effect in the background here whilst it's sort of trying to dry, just to add some texture and stuff. I don't mind the chalkiness of that at the minute, because I mix it with the other colours that I've got on here. I don't use it straight away. Right, these are, and then they have big leaves. I always paint sort of leaves in it, I hate them. So I'm just sort of getting the, what I call like the bones of the painting down. And they'll be darker, a bit darker underneath. Then I will make the, hopefully, make them look like the actual flower heads by painting. I might even have to get my hairdryer out today, because it's not going to dry it otherwise. Mr. Blotting's coming along to help me with the stems. And a bit of light shining across there. It lifts out really nice. If you've got, I don't like 100% cotton paper, because you can't lift off, because it soaks in too quickly. That's why I don't like arches. People always say to me, why don't I like arches? And that is the reason why, because it's 100% cotton stuff. And I don't get on with it. I like to lift things off. It doesn't suit my style of painting. It might suit yours. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way, guys, because this is only the second time. I was trying to find the painting that I've got of them that I did. There is a YouTube video of me painting them, I think, when I painted them before, but I've only painted them once before. And it's scary. Oh, hi, Mrs. T. Haven't seen you in a while. Haven't seen you for a while, should I say. Yeah, so this is sort of drying, and just want to blot out areas and just blot a little bit in the background, because this has got lines on it. I've got a nice squishy thing line going on there. I don't particularly like that. Let's get rid of it. Go away. Let's add some more of that. A bit of a glow. What was that? Yellow. That's that Naples, the Naples one. Might sort of add a bit of blue in the background to make it look like there's some sort of in the distance, in the fuzz. Like fuzzy ones. Forget-me-nots. I could paint forget-me-nots. Yeah, they're. I haven't painted them, I don't think, or have I? I think I might have done one time. I'm sure I must have done. I'm just starting to add some darker colours in, and I might start making the shape of the hydrangeas, because they have a distinct shape. I'm going to go on. Oops! I just threw my brush across the studio. Hang on. Go and get it. This is good. Just chuck my brush everywhere. Right. Hydrangeas have quite a specific, what do you call it, leaf shape. They've got 4 petals on their multi-head of hydrangeaness, and they are like, you have 2, I'll try and paint one, There's 2 that are on top and 2 that are underneath. So it's like a 4 petal thing going on. So I'm going to blot out like some 4s in a sort of shape. Of them. Hope this works. This is my weird way of painting. It worked for me before. Sorry if you hear a squeak, it's my chair. Squeaky, it's not my old bones yet. It's like my fear of painting multi-headed flowers. Once you get the middles of them in as well, it does does work. Thank you. Yeah, I just throw my brushes. They're not thingy brushes today, are they? What do you call them? Fan brushes. No, throw them in the bin. No, I haven't thrown them in the bin. I'll probably use them for my other art. I don't understand. I don't understand fan brushes. Right, I'm getting carried away with the blotting, but it seems to be working. So you can see how wet it was because I can still lift out the colour. If this was 100% rag or 100% cotton, as you call it, I probably wouldn't be able to do this. And some colours don't lift off. They stain the paper immediately. You sort of put them down. And some other colours do. So you have to experiment with what you've got. They're quite looking like hydrangeas already, aren't they? Yeah, it's not bad. I might be here a long time this morning because this is going to be a fiddly, squiddly thing. In watercolour you paint from sort of light to dark, but I do stick in some darks as I'm going. So there's going to be a leaf here and there's a leaf there, which I want to add in the shadows in a bit. So I'm going to start fiddling now. I'll probably get a bit too fiddly, and I'm going to try and use the blues and pinks and things, and I'm just going to put in some darks. I might start by putting the middles of a few so I know where they are. The little flower heads, ones that I can see. You have to sort of make them up. It's a bit like a puzzle. Multi-headed flower stems are a bit complicated. Where can that one be? You can probably sort of see them appearing now. So there'll be like a method in my madness of thinking. Not everybody sees everything the same, do they? Life would be boring. So these look a bit dark at the moment, but once I start adding the shadows and whatnots, it won't look so dotty. There's one sort of there. Right, now I got a sort of shadow, I want like a shadowy mud colour, which I mix up with all different colours off my palette, but I try and keep it on the bluey grey side. So that's my mud colour for the shadows. I don't know where Marg is. It's unlike her not to be here. She's going to be missed this morning. Right, I don't know where to start. I was going to put the shadow around this one. I'm going to be blotting as well because sometimes the shadows are like too dark. This one. It's tricky. I want to sing that song, but I'll save you the song the Run DMC song. Is it Run DMC? Sounds like it's tricky. This is called negative painting, by the way. It's where you paint out the shadow. And I do a lot of brush licking, sorry for this, because I just to like blend out the colour. It's probably going to get darker and darker darks and darker darks and greens. I might be here a while this morning doing this. Well, it looks like it, but I've got to hurry up because I'm walking this morning. Been here forever. Just going to add a bit of salt there, just whilst it's drying. So you can see it appearing. I haven't got quite the shape quite right with them, but I might get a bit bored. So just talk amongst yourselves whilst I do this. I'm not going to pick all of them out because then it would just be too much. I'd just be here forever and a day. I could do a really detailed painting, but I don't want to because that's not how I paint. But I'm just going to pick out a few here and there. So it does look like a hydrangea in a way, maybe. Can you hear my quails? I think it must be a morning for animals going a bit crazy and loud this morning. They're oops. So if I'm not joining in with the chat at the moment, I'm really concentrating on this. It's unlike me. Oh, this one doesn't look quite how it should, but here we go. Just stick it in. It gets a bit of a muddle in places. That can be a middle of one there. Just going to blot out a few of the middles because some of them are a bit dark. Especially up there where the light's shining more. I don't know. What am I doing? There's like a big jumble of, I've got a photo that I'm sort of using as inspiration because I can't do this off the back of my head. Top of my head? Back of my head? Oh, I don't know what you call it. God, she's mumbling now. Because it's complicated. Right, draw the petal in there, that's sort of under that one, do it darker. That looks like a splodge. Stop splodging. Oh, there's a purple. Let's give it, rescue it with purple. Yeah, that works. Then blot it. Sort of works, maybe not. I don't know. I don't like these hard brush strokes. I've got some softening them up. It's hard just to pick out a few. Let's make this stem a bit darker. I've done the shadows sort of in the wrong place. They're sort of coming down. That's my idea. The light's sort of coming down, so it's just picking up on things. So this is going to be, they're quite veiny, these leaves, aren't they? They've got like a distinct that would do for that one. So that would be in shadow. I might blot out some. I always not like leaves when I do them sometimes. Tricky buggers. Okay, it's catching the light. There we go. Let's do some sort of stemmies in the background, so we're not just looking at one thing. This is a very pinky one here. They've got come in like different colours, don't they? That one's got a very pink. Wanted really light colours up there, so I need to do some more shadows. I'm going to be here forever. I'm bored of it already, sorry. Get in there. Let's just do some details in this background one whilst I'm just faffing around. I'm just lifting off a bit of the colour that I put down. If you dry your brush, you can lift off colour as well. Right, carry on. It's just adding the dark bits that gets a bit... When you haven't had much sleep, this is like a bit of a thinking thing. Ooh. And it tastes salty now as well, because I'm licking my brush and there's salt there. This is not bleach. I haven't used bleach. Can do some dark petals, can't I? Because these ones are in shadow at the bottom. It's add a bit of purple to them. Then blot a little bit out because they're a bit harsh. Yeah, I'm pushing on. I'm doing it. I'll get there in a minute. All of a sudden it would be like finished and I'd be like, okay, done it. It's a bit like painting daisies. When I paint daisies, I lose the will to live after a bit. That one's in a bit of shadow. I'm just adding some more. Sort of trying to work up. It's supposed to be lighter on the top and darker under here, but I don't know. Get in there. If I add some more dark bits in, it might look a bit... Ooh. Tricky buggers, these are. It's sort of working. Get my wire out the way. They don't look, I haven't got the petal shapes, they're not so pointy, are they? So, because I was looking at the ones I've got in the garden, let's round them off a bit, they might look, and the ones I've got in the garden are the white ones with the tiny flowers on them, and the flowers are quite pointy. But these ones are rounder, so to round them off a bit, maybe they'd look more like the hydrangea. Thinking too pointy leaf, I'm thinking daisy. That's what you get from painting daisies too much. Let's just try this, make this one more round. I'm just sort of drawing it out with my brush, and then I'll soften the edges. Lick the brush and soften it. I should just blot it really, shouldn't I? But there's something about brush licking that's quite satisfying. And then you can add this shadow, so which ones are underneath and which ones are on top. And then you can decide it looks mank and then blot it out. I'm doing sort of more purpley ones on the top. Yeah, they're 4 petals, and I've done them too pointy, haven't I? I did them roundy. I'm too used to painting daisies, and they have pointy petals. So they have like 2 on the top and 2 either side, sort of thing, underneath. And then they have veins going through them. Maybe if I get a pencil, this is going to help me, isn't it? That's too light. Blue, middle blue, that one. Yeah, this is going to help me. See, there's one. That looks like one. And then it has a few pesky things. And their petals are all over the place because they're in a big cluster. That's not like it. That one comes around there. And then it has one opposite it. And then it has one opposite it, like that. You can see better now. There we go. It's coming along. I should have, my next door neighbour's got some really nice ones. I should have pinched one to paint from. This pencil's helping me because I can now sort of get it in my head that they're rounder rather than my memory just painting daisies because it's stuck on daisies. Yeah, I watched the sunrise this morning. Cyril was out running around, waking up the neighbours saying, "Morning, morning everybody, I'm awake." Right, I've decided that I'm sort of drawing in with a watercolour pencil because I'm getting lost and it's helping. It's getting there, you can see it now. You can see what I was trying to sort of get at. And I can go and soften areas in a minute and put some more shadows in. Now I know where my petals are at. I think I've done them a little bit big, but who cares, eh? like that colour there. That's like proper hydrangea colour with the yellowy, bluey pink in it. That's better. There's some petals side on as well, so bye Gems, sleep well. Keeping everyone up this morning. Well, it's not this evening, wherever you are. It's like early or late. That's better. I can see what I'm doing now. To add a bit more darks in. Still got some darky purpley blue colour underneath here. Don't know where to start. Let's start here. It's not quite purple enough for me. Oh yeah, Anne-Marie, I saw that. Saw it this morning. Yeah, that's a good idea. Then I won't run out of things to paint. Even though I think that would be impossible, but I don't. Christine, what are you talking about planning ahead? Don't be silly. You just have to go with it. Planning. How wet? It's nearly dry. It's sort of dry. Someone's asking how wet the paper is where I've used the pencil. Sorry, I use finger painting too. It's quite wet. Still, but not as wet. And it's sort of drying now because I've taken so bloody long. I knew this was going to take forever. So it's like, stick a bit of blue behind here because it's okay. It's working okay. It actually does look like hydrangeas now. I'm just coming in with translucent layers over the top, picking out bits. Ooh. Let's do some. I can do a little bit of shadow in between now. You can see the flowers, but there's flowers underneath the flowers of the flowers. So adds a bit of green in there as well, because you can see green bits in that because it's got stems. If I suggest a few little green tinges in there, you think that it's connected to something. Yeah, I'm the queen of winging it. That's what I do. I just come on here and just start painting. I have a loose plan, but I don't want to be too planned, do we? Where I put the ducks, I like to come in and block bits out so it looks like there's things in the background and it's not just a flat colour. Sometimes it gets a bit textury and I mess it up and it looks crap, but yeah, it works for me most of the time. Hopefully you can see like the flower heads appearing as I'm adding little bits of shadow in here and there. I wanted more pinky stuffs, pinky purpley up here. Wish I do one there. It's a bit purple, but I will blot it. Come on. Just try and make them look more like the flower. Oops, splodged that. Splidgy splodge. That's okay. It's working now, she says. Now I'm cheating using a pencil. Is that cheating? No, because it's watercolour still, isn't it? Just like using a brush with watercolour on, except it's in a pencil shape. Just a few little details here and there, and then I think I'm sort of done, almost. I don't want to do too much. I might do a little bit of blue up here just to make the a few petals stand out, like they're catching the light. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but yeah. There we go. Smudge it out. Yep, that works. I might do a little bit here. Bit more colour in. Keep it wet, don't let it dry, and then come in with a bit of water and smudge it, soften it all out. And then blend it into the background. And I'm just going to do a little bit darker blue, darker around here. I think it needs it. Smudgy. Soften it all up. Which blue? This one. This is Mission Cerulean Blue. This one. It's really lovely. It's really, really pretty. Now I'm just coming in and I'm just going to do a few more really dark, like real dark green bits in, just to hopefully it will make it pop, 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 pop a little bit. Shadow under that one. And a little bit of darker on this. Oh, no, it's gone on the wrong side. Soften it a little bit. Make this look more like a leaf, not just a... Yeah, I think that's sort of... I might do a little bit of blue around here just to make it look like there's actually a flower head here, rather than just a... sort of suggest it. This is where I start fiddling around and then I go, oh, what did I do that for? No, it's okay, it's working. It's unlike me to be painting for an hour on one painting. This is ridiculous. Squidge that off into the saltiness of the background. But I think that worked. Put a bit darker underneath here, so it's not too... I think this one works better than the others, really. So I haven't tried so hard. There. I'm going to stop because I'm going to overwork it. I might come in and when it's dry, maybe pick out a few more as she starts doing a few more bits to it. Stop. Stop fiddling. I'm just sort of adding some middles, more middles in the middles. Yeah. Stop. It's easy to get carried away with such things. Go away. Yeah, I think I'm finished. They do look like hydrangeas. I'm done. There's a nice texture going on here, and there's lots of splashes where I splash my water as usual. Let me just get rid of this. It's too many brush strokes. Don't like that. Splodge it away. There. And that's got a hard edge to it. Go away. Go away. Yeah, this will be on Etsy. Unless someone wants to buy it now, it's 50 quid. Same as everything. If you buy it now, you don't have to do the thing about the postage, because it's free postage. But if I put it on Etsy, it's you have to pay the postage. Look, I'm fiddling. Stop. Have someone sold it? Someone sold it? Has I sold it? Thanks, guys. I'm fiddling. I'm going to ruin it. No, then you don't want it. Take it back. Oh, hi, Carrie. Glenda or Cheryl wanted it. Okay, you can squabble between yourselves. If you can put the PayPal link up, Stephen, PayPal me if you've got it. Thank you. Jane would like this. 3 people want it. It's quite pretty. Look, bit of a close up for you. There's more details than you can see from. Cheryl has it. Okay. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. When you PayPal me, can you write what it's for and make sure your address is there as well, please, because things get a bit confusing. It's like my bracelet. I buy jewellery, like bulk bags of jewellery, and I sell them on eBay, like vintage jewellery and stuff. And I saw this and then I'm sort of wearing it because I think it's silver. I'm not sure. It might just be stainless steel. But it's got like mother of pearl things in it. I quite liked it, so I've put it on. It's pretty. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Cheryl. That's all of us. Now I'm just sat here, just looking at it, going, bloody hell, that took me ages, but it's all right. It looks okay. They do look like hydrangeas. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. It's very kind of you. It's quite, yeah, it's nice. It'll come rolled up. You just have to flatten it when you get it under some books. No, I couldn't see any markings on it. It's got, it's got like a thingy clasp and I couldn't see any. I needed to look at it closer. But it's got sort of engravy bits on it. But it's definitely, I thought it was silver, but it hasn't got the tarnishing like silver, so I think it might be stainless steel. But I couldn't find a name or anything on it because it's really quite well made. It's nice. I got stacks of old jewellery. Stacks and stacks of it. I was like going through it this morning a bit, sort of listing them on eBay and stuff. Sometimes I buy like bags of it and there's like some real nice gems in there. Like I had a amethyst necklace. It was a really old one, like hand knotted and proper amethyst beads. So I think I bought it for £1 and sold it for like 80 quid, something like that. And then I got a Bakelite, a tortoiseshell Bakelite for 2 quid and sold that one. I like looking in junk shops, but I haven't been doing it lately because I don't want to go in shops and they've been closed anyway. So I get some, and I sold a really lovely, like a glass banana necklace. It had all these bananas, 1950s sort of style one. I'm getting to know stuff more, but I just love, I've always liked old jewellery ever since I was a kid. I've still got some old bits when I was a kid and I used to look in junk shops. Like, I'm talking about when I was like 15, 16, I used to like going places. Anyway, I've kept you far too long this morning. I've been here an hour. Yeah, we have to wear masks now in shops. I don't like it. It feels like I'm suffocating. I stood in the post office queue yesterday with my mask on. I started hyperventilating a bit. I'm getting all dizzy because I feel like I can't breathe. Ooh, that's good, Christine. Yeah, I bought a gold cameo brooch in the pound basket. I was like, okay, have that, thank you. 80 quid, thank you very much. Anyhow, thank you everybody for joining me. I've been here an hour. It's one of the longest ones, I think. Fiddly flowers. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are, early morning. Take care, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Where I'm not sure what I'm going to paint. I might go on the Facebook page and see if anybody's got any suggestions on there. Which is Anne-Marie set up the page, Mrs. I've forgotten what it's called now. Mrs. Blotting and the Flippy Floppies. Thank you, everybody. Bye.